Everyone, Steve here from Steve's Customize and Engrave, coming to you from Davenport, Florida. In a prior video, I showed you how to prep a Refinecolor printer for storage or long periods of non-use. Now, this printer here I had not used for 5 weeks, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the steps how to bring this back to life and have it working as if it were brand new. So let's get to it. Alright, so this printer has not been used for the last 6 weeks and it's been powered off. So I just want to show you what it looks like when I had set it up. See the paper towels here, so when I flushed it, nothing got around the print heads. The little jumpers here, the dampers tied up high, taped up here. I had taped up the bottles with the gray tape here. These had to get pulled out. Alright, and now I'm going to show you how to put it back in service. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give these bottles a shake because it has been sitting. So I'm just going to go ahead and start shaking these bottles one at a time. Then I'm going to remove the tape covering these holes here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put these back in to the ink bottles. Okay, now all these are put back in. Now I'm going to go ahead and move the printhead carriage over. So here's a couple of things you can see in the caps here. The protection fluid is still there because with the machine powered off, it didn't do any cleaning. Therefore, this didn't move. So this is good. And while I have it, you can see my wiper here is pretty dirty. I'm going to go ahead and replace that. Now to replace this, there'll be 2 screws here that'll need to be taken out. Now keep in mind, because of all the dried ink, this may be a little resistant to come out. But then you would go ahead and remove this. Now as you can see, I have some cleaning to do. And I'll go ahead and clean this up real quick. Alright, now everything is cleaned up in here. We have our new one with the holder. And then we're going to go ahead and start screwing it back in. Now with this screwed in place, I'm going to go ahead and bring the carriage over. This is not supposed to touch the printhead. Alright, this should be sitting right below it, but not touching it. So I'm going to go ahead and check that. So as you can see here, it's right below the printhead, but not touching the printhead. That's what you want to do. Alright, then I'm going to go ahead and remove this tissue. And I'm going to go ahead and take these little jumpers off. I went ahead and cut the tie wraps off. Alright, pull the tape off. And then we're going to go ahead and start putting our dampers back in. Now I highly recommend taking a picture before you take these out so you know the position where they were. Okay, I know these was all my white. Then I have white, white. Then I have black, magenta, blue, yellow. and I'm going to go ahead and put them in. Alright, now my dampers are back in place. Alright, at this point I can go ahead and turn the printer back on. Now, similar to when you first set up your printer, we're going to go ahead and go into settings, and then we're going to go ahead and do load ink for 30 seconds. Then we'll pause, do for another 10 seconds, and then go ahead and do a normal cleaning. Go there, and then clean normal. Alright, with the ink loaded, I'm going to go ahead and do a nozzle check. So as you can see, the nozzle check looks pretty good. Now I'm going to go ahead and print a test flag. Alright, I went ahead and loaded the test flag, and I'm going to go ahead and print it. Alright, colors look bold. All the ink is flowing. Welcome back. As you can see, restoring this printer from storage or extended periods of non-use isn't that difficult as long as you follow the steps properly. Now, I showed this on a TS2 DTG printer, but the steps are pretty similar on all the Refinecolor UV and DTG printers. If you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions, go ahead and post them below. If you're interested in buying any of these printers, go ahead and head over to customizeandengrave.com. And as always, thanks for watching.